I just want to give people piggybacks. I've always been the type of person that I would get really pissed off when I was a kid, and people would be like, "You can't do stuff. You're a girl," and I would be like, "Ooh," convulsing, like, what does that mean? And I was a little gremlin, and I would make this habit in elementary school where I would like carry the guys around piggyback style, and they would keep saying like, "Oh, well, you can't lift up like this person," and they would go to like bigger and older people, and like just think I couldn't carry them and keep challenging me, and I was like, "Ooh," at the expense of the well-being of my joints. I was like, I can't let them best me, right? There was a point in elementary school where my friend, who was like double my size, hurt his ankle, and I carried him up a flight of stairs. It was like the legend of my elementary school. And then, or middle school. That was middle school. But then when you get to like high school, guys get to that age, you know, and when guys are like 14, 15, and they feel like very emasculated if you carry them around. And then no one let me give the piggybacks anymore. Yeah, that's depresso. The number of piggybacks I gave like decreased like 200%. I used to something similar. Like I get so mad when teachers would only ask if a strong boy could help them. Oh, shaking with rage. He was like, "Oh, you want this guy to carry 5 textbooks? I'll carry 10 textbooks." I get so angry. I actually made this, I think I've told this story on stream before, but I made this big scene in gym class in high school because they would grade us like fitness tests. And there was like, the girls have to do this, but the guys have to do this. And it was always like 3 times as hard. Like it was always like not a little bit harder, it was way harder. And I was like, fuck this, like grade me under the guys one. And my teacher would be like, "I can't do that." And I'd be like, "You better." And like I would like argue her on it to the point where she had to call my mom and be like, "Listen, Hill's grades are gonna suffer because she wants to be rated under the guys metric." And my mom was like, "Just let her suffer then." So I did all the gym stuff, and I got outstanding in every single category. Like we would test it weekly, so every category I would get like the highest grade until we got to pull-ups. And I fucking kid you not, I got 1 less pull-up than outstanding, and the guys like roasted me to hell and back. They were like, "Yeah, that's what you get, bitch." I was like, what the fuck? Like, they were so mean. They were so mean. Some of them didn't even get outstanding in the other areas. And not only that, but there was like, you know the beep test? We did the beep test, and this guy in my class and I were like, not gonna let the other one win. And slowly, as it went further and further, these guys were like dropping out. And they were putting everything on this one guy because we were just still going. And they were like, "You can't let her win. Well, women winning." So we were running and running and running, and we ran to the point where literally we puked after the beep test. Ooh, blah, blah, blah. "You want him to move a desk? I'll move the desk and a chair." True. So true. But I don't know what it was. That should have been my first, indicator that, like, I don't know. The first indicator that I was an MB. I was so, morally hurt. Like, it was personally offended. Think you hurt their pride. Maybe.